Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. In this video we'll be learning how to make a MEWTWO from Pokemon. And guys, this will be a little bit different than usual. I'll be making same style which I made for Stylized, right? But a little bit different than Stylized because in this video I made horns in the same sphere, right? I didn't add the other spheres for the horns or like that. Even I didn't add spheres for his eyes. I'll show you, like, just flatten them, reshape it. If you guys wanted to make anime characters, all right, or like a stylized without like high definition or high dense models, this is the way you can guys skip adding more like subtools. You don't need to add. Those horns can be ear for a rabbit, right? And the eye shape is already there. You just need to paint them or give more like detail. Since we are making it like a more like a stylized character, right? But since it's already a cartoonic, it doesn't have to be any stylized. It's already in that category, right? So for the head, I'll say it doesn't have that like facial features. It have only what? An eyebrows to show that he is angry, or like and like in the movies, in the show, you have seen he doesn't even open his mouth. He just telepathically talk to any Pokemon or any for that matter he can speak to humans, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, since my memory remind like it can do that, right? If I'm wrong, please do let me know in my comment box. Right now, for the head, I would say that's it, since it doesn't have that much features. Now, if you want to make a mouth for it, you can either go for a long one like that, like this one. But I didn't want to go for a long mouth because since he doesn't like speak or doesn't have that small, movements in the mouth. So what I did, I just give a small portion for the lips, right? Then just add more detail on the skull itself, or you can add more muscles over there, the cheek areas, right? That will look much better than the usual. Now for the neck, I wouldn't add the sphere. I just push some mesh from the head itself, since I know I'm not gonna be like have to add more detail to the neck. So I was like, okay, we can make like neck from the same sphere, and this sphere is going to be just his chest area. That's it. Not even for shoulders. Since you guys can see in the reference, his shoulders come under his like separation, like it comes from the shoulder, but it has chest, same like an armor. As a reference, that's what I feel like, right? You guys do you, like if you have any other reference, you can do the same way I did this way. Now for the chest, it's not that hard. The same goes for his back, all right? It's not like his back is something different. It's same. I have checked the reference for the back side. It's same. All right, you guys do what you like to do. All right, now for the chest, I believe that's quite easy to make. And what else here? And I push some like for the shoulders, I push some mesh into it so it can be like more like a reference. Now for the torso area, what I did, not the torso, it's like an abdominal area, but it has a more like a torso, right? What I did, it just give it a basic shape and just add a little bit details. And what else? I just give the basic shape of the torso, since it doesn't have the chest area doesn't go down that way. So I just push some mesh here and there and try to give it a look. And I keep saying you guys to make of a silhouette. Don't go for the detail at first. You should tackle like you should attack on the silhouette first. If you guys have a silhouette, what you need to have, then believe me, you already had the character done. You just need to work inside of that silhouette. That's quite like way easy than working from the scratch, from inside to out. It's better to work from outside to in, I'll say that, right? Then for the apps, it doesn't have so much detail on the reference, so I just add from my side, all right? Then I thought like I can drag this mesh till the tail, but I was wrong. I couldn't do that, so I just kept at the like pelvis area. I don't know, is that pelvis or what? It's way too huge for that. And then I tried to take legs out of it, but it didn't work since the mesh was getting way too like stretched. So I didn't want to work on that area, so I just go back and I added one sphere to work with. And it's gonna be the same way as we did on Stylized, right? So it's quite easy. If I say, I'll keep saying you guys, if you guys want to make legs or hands, you have two options. Either you can add multiple subtools and work with them, or if you have a simple character to work with, just stretch the sphere or cylinder. It can work. I could have used a cylinder here, but if you guys can work with the sphere, go with it. End of the day, it's your concept. It's you who is gonna be working on it. Do as you like, as you feel comfortable to work. Don't go like I'm doing a sphere, you should do the sphere. No, it's not like that. It is like your preference. If you work with the spheres, go with it. If you work with the cylinder, it's your wish, bro. Do as you like and just add the details. Those like a sphere, cube, cylinder, those are the things which you're gonna work on to make that shape. If you guys have those, like whatever you used for the basic shape, then you need to focus on the details. For the toes, what I did, I just pushed the mesh inside, then pull it out, then smooth it out, just keep it quite simple, right? As much as you make it simple, it's good for you. If you make it complicated, it will backfire you. Now you can see the borderline of our artwork place, like a art place. What do you say that? Artboard? That can be a reference whenever you guys want to make a foot in a level, right? You don't need to add a sphere, a cube or plane to work on that. You guys can use that frame, the outer frame of our workplace, for a reference to work with it, right? Now for the hands, what I did, I just stretched a sphere, right? It didn't work as well I wanted to. So what I did, I went back and I squeeze it really, really far away. So in that, I would have more control for the flow of it. So I did that. Now what I need to do, I just need to place the hand here in a shape where I want it to. Then do zero measure, right? Even though your mesh is quite disturbed right now, quite destroyed, doesn't matter. If you guys know how zero measure works, go with it. If it doesn't work with the zero measure, you guys can always use smooth brush. Or if you guys don't want to use smooth brush, it doesn't work for you, smooth brush at that time, you can go to a deformation and do the polish or polish by feature, polish by groups. Whatever works for you guys, do it. And I'll keep saying, work on your zero measure if you don't know how it works properly for you. It might be the resolution, it might be something else. find out or like try multiple times in a multiple settings, it will be beneficial for you. If you guys are working with the Dynamesh, a Dynamesh will give you way too much dense model to work with, and believe me, it will be a pain to work with. I have tried that, I have practiced on it, and it doesn't help me a little bit. If you guys have like way too detailed, like you guys are adding skin pods, like skin texture or something like that, then it might be useful for you. But since we are doing like a beginners, like I'm doing a beginners tutorials or like for beginners, I suggest you guys you don't need to do work on Dynamesh yet. In future we will, but go with the basic tools to work with. Now for fingers, I just pushed some mesh out of it. Since it has only 3 fingers, I thought it will be a better idea to took some mesh, like pull some mesh out of that same hand and make it. If you guys have more fingers or like quite defined features like for fingers, you guys can make out of it, like make in another like with the subtools, then place on it, then you can boolean it together, or you can do at that time you can use a Dynamesh. All right, it will merge all the subtools at once. First you need to merge all of the subtools which you want to get in like one subtool, right? Then you do the Dynamesh, right? That will be easy to work with, but you need to control your resolution at that time. If you keep way low, it will destroy it. It doesn't give you that control of it, like you can't even do it. Yeah, but you can use it for shaping the posing character. Why? At that time you might have a lowest count, poly count. With that you can easily control like a model. You can pose it easily. But before that, subdivide it multiple times, then project it. It will really help you, since you have a lower polygon count and the higher. If it's better if I make a video and I can show you guys what do I mean by that. And you guys seen that I haven't add legs or hands in same like mirror. I have mirrored them in a separate subtool. I didn't want to keep in one subtool, since I need to make it. End of the video I'm gonna be making it so like asymmetrical, so I do need it to be in a separate subtool panel. Alright, now here for the tail, what I did, I just add Z sphere. Alright, with the Z sphere you can easily control it, and I will show how to like make your Z sphere in a proper manner to work with. Like now it's a Z sphere, you need to make it into a mesh, poly mesh. So for that you need to know how is it possible, and like how is it, it's not like how is it possible, it's like how you can get it easily and according to your preference. Like you need a higher mesh, you can see it's way too high to work with. I didn't like it, but now since I have an idea how tail gonna be, so with that I'll be working on the pose. Alright, then once I'm happy with the pose, then I'll go to the tail again and I'll work on that. Now you can see I'm just working on the pose, and I wanted to give a walking pose since it doesn't have in the reference. Reference is just to make a model, not to give you complete guidance to exactly. You don't have to do 100%. You can use like 50% or 60%. It's up to you. Whatever you guys are happy with. As I told you guys, it's the end of the day, it's your model, it's your work. You should be happy with by your work. If it's good, good. If it's not, practice. It will be better next time. Now since I have posed it, and it should be again into the proportional properly, right? Now I just need to add like a little bit tint on the face. So I mask the neck area and then just did right. For this is his back. I don't know what do they call it, but I don't know why they have added in this character. It looks weird. It has a neck and he have this one also. Right, for that I just add one cylinder, then I knife cut them, right? For that you just need to control shift, you will have that option. Then with the move brush I just give a more organic look. Now I'm working on the tail. As you can see, I am trying multiple options, but end of the day, or like end of the day, I use this one. And then if you feel like it's more than enough, good for you, go ahead, smooth it out. And you can see I'm using foam soft for inflating it wherever I need, since it has like end of the tail is kind of inflated one, and the beginning of the tail is kind of inflated, but the beginning, like in the middle, it's not that. So I do need that kind of tool to do it, right? Now you guys can use tool like move tool, whatever you need to use, it's up to you guys. Now since I don't have that mesh to work, I added one more afterwards. Now you can see, even though I am working on the asymmetrical, but my symmetrical is working properly. I'll show it later on how do it work. All right. Now I just need a quick base for that. So I deleted the all edges. Then I added, I just squeezed it inside, then squish it little down, then squeeze it up. That's it. Then I need to get rid of the center triangles, which I really don't like to work with. So I couldn't do anything since it's in a one. The circle, the radius, it doesn't have any poly edge. Edge. So I need to add one. Once I add, I can control it better. Then I delete that. This one, the central triangles, then I just close hole, and you can find that in geometry, modify topology. There is a close hole option, you can use that. All right, then I just give a basic shape, like a dent of his feet, right? Then that's it. I didn't do anything in it. Since I'm almost done with that, I just need to give a pose for the chest and for the abdominal area. That's it. Now I just want to paint. So I shift to the skin shade 4. That gives its shiny. All right, since MEWTWO is kind of a shiny character, I don't know why. And for the base, I just select some random colors. Now since we have almost completely done with the modeling, if you guys want to add more, the color is kind of a patchy, just add more subdivisions. That will give you more smooth. Like you can see here in eyes, you can see it's quite of a patchy, which I really don't like. So I went to 4 subdivisions just for the head. Now you can see how smooth it is. You can see here, it looks okay. I wouldn't say it's a masterpiece, but it's fine. So hope you see you next time. Till then, keep liking my videos, watch it, hit the bell icon, and do subscribe. See you next time.